Вітаю вас, бджілки, ви на каналі Hogwarts, і сьогодні в нас буде 21 частинка проходження гри Hogwarts. На початку ролика я попрошу вас поставити лайк, підписатися на канал, а також протягом цього відео написати будь-який коментар. Дякую, тож, полетіли. Так, перед початком ролика я би хотів зайти глянути на таланти. От, в талантах я би собі вкачав максимум Potion. Та поки не використовую, але в майбутньому точно знадобиться. Ще, напевно, знадобиться Мандрагора. Так, скільки для Dark спелів? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Тоді поки залишу так. Оці два, мені здається, мені будуть максимально потрібними. От, а далі залишимо на цей сюди. Так, Kill Enemy Course. Добре. Шимо пару поінтів і туди поки що. Так, все, ми що? Стартуємо. Так, в мене, до речі, є ця. 10 мандрагор, Maximum Potion ще немає. Поговоримо з професором Візлі.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the room of requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to an ex-aura in Upper Hogsfield connected in any way to Professor Fig? I can't begin to imagine what that was about.
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly.
Так, не переживайте, професорко, я постійно відвідую заняття і вчу нових заклять. Давайте ми справді спробуємо, що я зможу зробити з ним.
Glad to see you were paying close attention to the demonstration.
Accio! Depulso! Flipendo!
Since our visitors felt
Flipendo!
triptych, meet me at the Overlook.
Accio!
In the forest, and I'll explain.
Depulso!
I have another idea.
Добре, там мені багато хто написав, але для початку я хочу полетіти у цю кімнату свою. А, до речі, челенджі, тут щось виконано. Квести. Компліт. Ага, зробив всі ці асайнменти і отримав цей, що я вивчив всі закляття. Зрозуміло. Мапа спочатку. Спочатку Room of Requirement. Це для початку туди. Зараз беремо звідти всі свої рослинки. Стоп, collect. Я не можу, бо напевно в мене вже максимум скільки може бути. У мене вже стільки рослинок і цей в інвентарі знаходиться. Добре, що там по квестах? Так, Meet Sebastian, Speak with Amit. Так, ага, ми мали з Попі поговорити на рахунок дракончиків. Давайте для початку це зробимо. Це знаходиться місія... Hogsmeade. А Драгон цей. Переносимось тоді туди. Так, і я розумію, що з мамою Нетті ми маємо якраз поговорити про якесь майбутнє. Вона нам щось цікаве скаже. Так, я бачу, що Поппі, здається, всередині трьох мітл.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
Так, то що ми зараз будемо шукати
It's a
цей?
good idea. We need to see this through.
Будемо
I'll
шукати
start looking into
дракончика.
it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked
До
that I not
речі,
speak
та на
of it
нас
yet.
дракончик нападав.
Well, that certainly
Цікаво, чи ми
helps to
зустрінемо
shed light
того
on what we
дракона.
saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Так, значить, вона нам дасть інформацію, коли буде знати локацію, куди нам треба прийти. Тоді, що в нас тут є ще один з не дуже обов'язкових квестів, це поговорити з Натті біля Divination Classroom. Ну, погнали. Hogwarts. Так, зараз. Так. Ось тут треба Divination Classroom. Телепорт так і називається. Що потрібно нашій подрузі з Гриффіндора?
Another adventure, are we?
Зверху, наче показує.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer
Та-та-та,
eye.
було таке.
And she is right. I do
Що
not
ми
want you visiting
пішли
Hogsmeade for the near
в
future.
лігво
But, Mother!
ворога.
My little gazelle, you are well intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
Я не знаю, на чию сторону стати.
She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus.
А, вона
And it is in
антимаг,
my gazelle
анімаг.
form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety.
Навіть добрий варіант, це означає, що ми кажемо, що
That may be
мама
safe,
старається
but I do
вберегти
not
тебе.
believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Так, все. Ми поговорили з цією мамою. Так. Давайте, може, спочатку з Габліном поговоримо. Це куди мені? Що, він в Хогвартсі? Зараз піднімемося, глянемо. Я думав, що це цей в Хогвартсі може бути. Себастьян. Так. Півс.
Hello there. Hello, Amit. Do I
stop.
recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of
Ага.
course. How
Ми
exciting.
запропонували Аміту приєднатись до нас.
Might this
Все.
be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Так,
Lodgok is
щось
waiting.
я відчуваю
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation
запах
of a couple
цього
of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
неприємностей. Так, де ми там маємо з ним зустрітися? Зовсім не близько. Добре, що я тут вже був, маю швидкий перехід недалеко звідти.
This looks intriguing.
Так, тихо. Це я в печері, мені тут незручно. Тоді краще я звідси доберуся, бо там ще при виході будуть ці тролі, напевно. Не хотів би з ними знову битися, це багато часу займе, простіше через інший квік
Wonder who
піти.
lives here.
Куди? Туди? Тихо.
These rocks have seen better days.
Так, бачимо знак Мерліна. Ще один знак Мерліна.
Could it be a Merlin trial? A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped.
Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals.
Може, нам зараз треба буде піти в ту гору якраз.
Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries,
Тобто, я так зрозумів, є 5 місць, де зберігається якась типу сила, як, наприклад, була та, що в замку Роквуда.
Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Це типу він хотів гоблінською мовою заговорити, та,
Perhaps my
напевно.
pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
Нам потрібен наш друг з Рейвенкло для того, щоб прочитати якісь письма на гоблінській мові.
All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return.
Так, нам, значить, треба... Так. Так зробимо і... Де тут трансфігурація?
I shall see you soon.
Тут недалеко. О, до речі, тут є якісь ці... ресурсики.
The door is looking at us.
До речі, тут є квік телепорт. А чого наш друг з нами не пішов?
Safe travels, my young friends.
Давайте, відкривайте. Ага.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Ага, цей вже заховався просто, через то я його і не бачив. Добре, заходимо.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio.
А, ну поки я не бачу ще нікого, то...
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for
Revelio.
a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Заходь. Я би сховався про всякий випадок. Так, ні, наче нікого не бачу. Так.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
You will regret coming here. Go and patrol.
Ти йдеш?
Revelio. We need to be careful, as I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
Так, оцей ходить.
Petrificus totalis.
Той дивиться вперед.
We're being watched by a door.
Where are those plans
Мені
gone?
добре би одного
I had
прибрати.
schematics in my hand a moment ago.
Іншого я і так швидко приберу. В 2 закляття. Давай, розвертайся вже.
Matter of time till Ranrock
Petrificus totalis.
Так, зараз підберемо.
That was a little more than I used to.
I'll get it. He won't get through as
Tak.
long as we can be seen by that eye.
Цікаво, мені туди десь? А, це вода починає текти.
I should use disillusionment. That eye won't see through. Impossible.
Ні, чекайте, може мені щось інше треба використати? Не знаю. Наче можна просто далі пройти. Можна далі, то просто йдемо.
It's it. Revelio.
Там якась
I feel like a
скриня.
character from one of the adventure books I read during the
Та
summer
таке.
holidays.
Що знайду, що мені потрібно.
Let's take a look around our meet. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere.
Щось є.
A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Так, там наче цікавого нічого нема, а тут щось є. Напевно, треба піднятися. Там якісь були сувої. Так, першого цього приберу.
Petrificus totalis.
Someone over here.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Revelio.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Так, добре, ми знайшли ще один сувій. Просуваємося далі. Так, там щось є, але... От, ще є сувій.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to
Підходимо.
Lodgok empty-headed.
We'll reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Блін, чесно, не маю бажання.
You had a lucky shot.
Блін. Чекайте. Мені треба знати, скільки бомбарда дає шкоди. Так, просто бомбарда. 417. Тепер мене цікавить бомбарда з цим. О, також подвійну шкоду дає. Добре, тоді бомбарда дуже навіть підходить.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Так, ось він, сувій.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Так, щось сюди проходу я не бачу. Тоді треба знайти інший шлях. Так, через гору. Ага, туди. Тут щось є. Ну, мішечок пропустив, нічого страшного, нам і так далі вперед просто. Так, ага, можна це спочатку забрати. Тут треба... Так, проходимо акуратно. Не знаю, як відкрити ці двері. Ой, чекайте. А куди це мені? Так, тут ходу немає. Ні, хоча щось там мало би бути. Зараз подумаю. Так. Так, стоп, щось я туплю. Ходу я тут не бачу. Значить, треба знайти інший шлях. Як туди пройти? Так. Раз не сюди. А, ось є. Щось можна тут підпалити. І потягнути. Напевно, щось малося відкритись. Так. Ні, ну тут взагалі не показує, що я можу з цим взаємодіяти. І з цим не показує. Так, туплю. Як мені туди добратись? А, ось дверцята відкрились. Ой, там можна направо і наліво.
Not an entanglement we need right now. Revelio.
Так, що тут є? Якісь рослинки. І не більше, так?
Incendio.
Ой.
Revelio.
Цікаво.
Incendio.
Добре, просуваємося тоді далі помаленьку. Так, бачу там ворогів вже.
Bombarda. I won't rest. Incendio. No! Pity. Not quite. Glacius. Defender. Such arrogance. Glacius. Bombarda. Incendio. Defender. How nice. To worry about. Levioso.
Ух.
Many of them are there.
That should be the last of them,
Так.
I'll eat.
Так. Я бачив там наступні двері, але що тут в нас? Якийсь невідомий синій цей. Взагалі не цікаво. Так, мені потрібно
Clever.
тебе. І ще тебе зараз ми використаємо.
Revelio.
Цікаво, що акція не працює. Це, напевно, треба спочатку
Incendio.
підпалити, а тепер...
Accio.
Так. Воно щось там відкриє.
This is not
О,
right.
є якісь ці.
Enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Є
Let's get out
якісь
of here and tell Locke what we
цікаві
found.
креслення. Екзіт. Можу це через М зробити? Не можу.
There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
Чекайте, я десь... А, ось він. Точно. Заходь, чав.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Revelio.
Ну, там тільки камені якісь. О, тут щось є цікаве. Бо Алахамора. Відкриємо. Відкривається і... Я вже не глянув якого рівня, перший, другий, третій.
Revelio.
Але може щось хоча б епічне, а бажано легендарне. О, легендарна. Супер. Вибираємося звідси.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Та-та-та, ми вже отут, прямо біля виходу. Вибираємося, говоримо з нашим цим. Знайомим гобліном. Про те, що ми знайшли. Ой, а це хто? А як він тут швидше мене опинився.
It was.
Він же ж був
It
позаду.
really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Так, все, зараз розказуємо. Що ми там знайшли.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife.
Так, я
He told
повернувся.
me of her research, and I know of the container.
Пустив всю розмову.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know.
Так, наскільки я зрозумів, була якась в нього кохана, та...
I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them.
Ага, ну тут розказується якраз стара історія Ломгока і Ранрока.
Telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find
Між
out
чаклунами і
what
гоблінами,
Ranrock
та
knows.
буде війна, якщо Ранрок зможе досягнути такої сили. Добре. Дізналися ми про плани Ранрока. Так, що тут є? Себастьян. Імперіо. О. Це те, що цікавить мене. Так, Хоксміт. Давайте спочатку Імперію ідемо вивчимо. Маємо встигнути. Так, мені не подобається, що не можна класти діалоги на паузу. Сюди десь давайте.
It's like a place right out of a story.
Так, куди?
The location of our
Прямо.
Herodine dragon friend and where to return her you know what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Так, в центрі Хоксміта нас буде чекати Попі, щоб ми пішли до дракона і повернули яйце. Можливо, встигнемо в цьому випуску, можливо, ні. Так, стоп.
Mysterious and a bit unsettling.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb.
Погнали.
Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside.
Так, заходимо в катакомби, які маємо дослідити. І знайти, чи щось допоможе сестричці Себастьяну.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Revelio. Incendio. Bombarda.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Так,
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Accio.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Leviosa.
ні, Левіоса мені не потрібне.
This room
Мені
is full of
потрібне
bugs.
Вінгардіум Левіоса тут.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Тут наче можна і просто залізти, так?
Revelio.
Тут є якась
Finding a
скринька.
chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Поїхали далі.
Glacius. Defender. Bombarda. Incendio.
We've rid the world of another spider. I
The
should
pulse.
do better tonight.
Так, так.
Incendio. Accio. Revelio.
Так. Туди або сюди. Добре, давайте спочатку туди. Тут щось прям дуже велика виглядає кімнатка.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Glacius. Defender. Bombarda. Incendio. Glacius. Defender. Revelio.
All this
Так,
grass.
Incendio.
It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into
your gear
problems.
sort of full. Ой, в мене повний гір, а що ж я не повидаляв? Так, це геть. Геть. Так, це поки не знаю ще. Це геть, це геть. Тут. Йоки. Скільки тут хламу. Так, то поки лишимо. Це не дуже потрібне, але ти хоч щось коштуєш. Так, що тут? Угу. Невідоме. Окей.
Cave-ins.
Тепер в мене буде
And
достатньо
then
сотів.
we're abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine.
Revelio.
Так, тут щось є. Задепульсо. Так, тут. Наче все тут обійшли. Добре, біжимо далі. Так, сюди ні. Прямо.
Revelio.
Now this is the sort of
Depulso.
buried in.
Ой, це
Surrounded
так
by
просто
grandeur.
не цей.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
Accio.
There's something here by the altar.
Так, є якийсь журнал студента. Там,
What did you
напевно,
find?
описується.
Depulso.
поговорити з
Looks like
Себастьяном.
part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course.
Угу.
The
Так я
student's summary
повернути
referenced a space beyond the Great Room,
цю
which means this can't be a
реліквію.
dead end. I have the report if you want to have a look. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius curse.
Really?
Угу. Імперіал.
Interesting.
Та.
We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined.
Revelio.
Bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Так, я можу пройти сюди далі.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
Поки Себастьян там щось досліджує, а я можу тут щось по...
Depulso.
Ой.
Accio. Depulso.
Так.
Accio.
I need to find a safe way across.
Не знаю, чи мені варто туди йти. Поки страшно. Поки вернуся. Так. Треба думати, що я маю робити далі. Find the way through the barricade.
Depulso.
Так, тут була якась кімнатка.
We're in the tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Revelio.
Так, тут є якийсь цей.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Може, якщо кістки сюди покласти?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Lots of bone metal.
Угу. Мені треба більше. Давай.
Depulso. Wingardium Leviosa.
Добре. Може, от ті кістки треба перенести. Тут же ж було щось. Зараз пройдемо. Але тут також треба щось збудувати.
Incendio.
Скільки тут вогня. І вони починають далі виростати.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Так, а тепер
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
так. Постійно не люблю керувати тими кістками. Ага, там є, от, все бачу.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Підніміться.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Як там? А я можу просто туди вилізти? Ні, не можу. Так. Ще раз заважу сюди.
Depulso. Accio.
Де ті кістки? Алло. Карти.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Може це по цій штуці треба...
Wingardium Leviosa.
Та ну, чого ти там не будуєш міст? Алло. Мусить же ж збудуватися міст. Добре, а якщо... покласти на цю штуку. Треба було на цю покласти сторону, так?
Rickety bone bridge complete.
Так, тут щось є. Проходимо. Угу, тут є ось ця кімнатка, все.
Revelio. Depulso. Accio.
Сюди було добратися не так просто, можна дати... А,
Depulso.
ой,
Accio.
зрозумів. Дали чисто зовнішній вигляд для того. Так, мені треба...
Wingardium Leviosa. Depulso. Wingardium Leviosa.
Це точно має літати. Воно що, зависло?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
О, дякую. Давай.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Ладимо.
Nice. Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but
Угу,
useful
та,
when
це
you're
непрощенне
outnumbered.
закляття.
Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Not to learn? Yes, I would like to learn the Imperial course.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
Так. Імперіо.
There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Depulso. Glacier. Defender. Bombarda. Incendio. Incendio.
Так, треба спалити цю павутинку. Так, бачу, за нею знаходиться якийсь чест. Так, є напрямо і направо кімнатка. Підемо сюди поки.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
Depulso.
How gracious of you.
Accio. Depulso.
That works. Keep going.
Glacier. Defender. Bombarda.
Now we're also dealing with rune symbols. We've got the
Wingardium
world of
Leviosa.
another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Так. Я не пам'ятаю.
Accio.
Я не зрозумів.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Так. Поки Вінгардіум Левіоса. Так, лишився ще третій. Але тут я його не бачу, значить, напевно, там буде третій цей.
Incendio.
Ой, тут не маленький павук.
Glacius. Defender. Bombard. Incendio. Glacius. Defender. Incendio. Glacius. Defender. Bombarder. Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Так.
Incendio. Hogwartsu.
Тут є якась кімнатка, обов'язково в неї заходимо. От тут
This
щось є.
catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
О, цікаво. Легендарний цей, в мене його ще нема. Супер, супер. Це те, що потрібно було. Так.
Depulso. Accio. Revelio.
Ревеліо. Так, вже повна ця. Угу. Отут є ще якась ця,
Incendio.
яку можна
Depulso.
через депульсо пройти кімнатка.
Revelio.
Так, що тут ще є? Більше нічого. Так, десь там мають бути ще кістки, які я пропустив. Значить. Так. Так. Тут ми точно не проходимо. Ще одні кістки. Добре, значить так, давайте тако.
Accio.
Перше, друге. Ага. Може, друге. З тобою? Я бачу ще дві. От. Тебе і такі кола. Зараз ось ця штука відкриється. Тепер, так, в мене там відкрито, значить це лишилось відкрити. Це тебе і ось цей знак. Все, відкриваємо. Тут кісточки, так як я і думав. Кладемо. Сподіваюсь, ми встигнемо пройти вже це підземелля, воно таке досить довге виявилося. Проходимо.
Revelio.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Glacius. Defender. Incendio. Glacius. Bombarder. Incendio. Glacius. Defender. Bombarder. Incendio.
Капець, я в неї повністю розрядився, а вона...
Bombarder. Defender. Incendio. Glacius. Bombarder. Defender. Incendio.
For a moment,
Себастьян,
I thought that'd never
перепрошую.
end.
Revelio.
Так, через ці двері ми проходили.
Incendio.
Проходимо далі.
Dead end. Lucky. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
О, ось він. Щось там було. The contained potion, the potential is possible could benefit only the wither kind, but the world dark sacrifice. Ось, щось тут є. Якийсь
Sebastian,
релікт.
the relic. Look. Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft.
Бери, але зараз щось може трапитись.
Especially from my uncle.
Revelio.
Я так розумію, ми зараз будемо виходити. І щось може трапитись по дорозі. Омініс.
The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No,
Але
you're
ж,
not.
будь ласка,
If you
давайте.
won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine. But Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
Не треба, друзі.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Stuck with Sebastian, I cannot side with you. Ну давай
You're
поговоримо.
right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to
Чого нам
leave
би
here
не
with the
поговорити з
relic.
I do
викладачами?
think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
Ну так,
What are you
вони не
suggesting?
погодяться
I'm
на рахунок
suggesting
темної
we
магії.
negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian,
Покинути
we're
катакомби.
ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What?
Okay.
Ominous?
I'll explain on the way.
Well,
Come on.
what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
Де?
There
Сюди?
has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
Біжимо.
I never wanted to keep all this from... As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. This is too important.
Я можу через мапу це зробити? Куди ми там маємо переміститися? Сюди, в селище. Добре, біжимо тоді пішки. Бо ми не можемо Себастьяна одного лишити, я так зрозумів. Ех, Себастьян, ти ж мене затримуєш.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
Добре, друзі, давайте, може, ми вже до Ан зайдемо. Зайдемо. Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой.
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet.
Я можу зараз зберегтися. Сейф. Сейф, а не в мене saving current. Автосейв, still be добре. Не можу зберегтися, тоді ми продовжуємо.
Velcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Так, бачу тут когось.
Moving in! Be careful!
We'll make you
Stop provoking them!
I'm handling it.
Я не бачу нікого.
Stay back! Keep out the way!
Ну! І треба було хоч якийсь об'єкт. Ох, ці гобліни напали на селище. Чекай, 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 чекай.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish
Це
me
прям
from my
відповідь,
own
яку
home.
би я і
From my
сказав.
sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Так, добре, поговорити з Соломоном. Зараз то я можу зберегтися. Нарешті. Добре, друзі, я вам вдячний за перегляд цієї частинки Хогвартсу. Нагадаю, за лайк, комент, підписку, і продовжимо вже в наступній частинці. Все, всім па-па.